Hello everybody, Brian Mittman. Today we are going to discuss how to file a New York State workers' compensation claim on your own. Now, you may not have to do this if you have an attorney, but you don't always need an attorney, and the most important thing for you to do is to make sure that you have filed a claim so that you will protect your right to get wage replacement benefits and medical care. Here's how we do it. You go to wcb.ny.gov, and under Workers, you click on File a Claim. Now, there are multiple ways to do this by paper or whatever it may be. However, you can actually do this online electronically. Click on File a Claim again. Then you will select the web version of the Employee Claim C-3 form. Once here, you will go through and you'll fill out all the information. So here's what we are going to do. We'll go with John Test. Let's see here. 123 Street, White Plains. So you get the idea here, what you're going to fill out and how you're going to do it. Okay, let's put in here 1/1/2000. You're a young employee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Will you need a translator? No. And then you're going to go hit next page. And it'll tell you who were you working for at the time. Joe's Construction. Work address. Okay. And we're going to kind of just speed that up. And there, you can put different information if you know the date you were hired. That is great. If you know your supervisor's name. And did you have more than one employer? That's important because the number of employers will determine how much money you may be able to get, but the other employer does not get involved in your case, but we're going to say no. And did you lose time from work at the other job? No. Go on to the next page. What was your job title description? Let's just say we are a construction laborer. You can be specific if you're a carpenter or if you're working in the iron fields or whatever it might be. What type of activities did you normally perform at work? Moving equipment, lifting rebar. Okay, and it was a full-time job. And gross pay, that is what did you get before taxes. So let's say we were making $2,000 a week. How often were you paid? Weekly. Okay, and did you get lodging or tips? No. Then we're going to move on. And this is about the injury. So you got to figure out, well, when did it happen? So let's put it on for December 11th. If you know the time, that would be helpful. Where did it happen? You can say at, let's see, Hudson Yards, New York, New York. Was it your usual work location? Yes, if you are reporting there every day for a period of time. If you go to a different job site day by day, then that's what you would have to put in. What were you doing when you were injured? So they break up the simple question into multiple questions. So you're going to say something like, I was moving rebar into place to set up a foundation. Okay, and how did the injury happen? I tripped over some construction debris, if I could learn how to spell, and fell onto my side, hitting the rebar with my arm. And then what's the injury? Broke my right arm, hurt my back. Even if you are not really getting active treatment, you want to list every body part that you hurt or think you hurt in this accident. Was there an object involved? The answer would be yes. And then we're going to say construction debris. Was the injury a result of a motor vehicle? No. Have you given your employer notice? Let's say we told our boss and we told Joe, the foreman, and we did it in writing because it's a good job site and they take care of folks. Did anyone see your injury happen? No. Well, actually, let's say yes, unless coworkers. You don't have to really worry if you know somebody's name, uh, Dave and Stan. Okay, then we're going to go to our next page. And the next page is going to return to work. Did you stop because of the accident? Did you stop working? Let's say you're out of work. You hit yes, and you're going to put on the date. So that was a December 11th accident, and we stopped on that day. Have you returned to work yet? No. We're going to hit next. Now we're at medical treatment. Did we get medical treatment? Yes. What was the date of your first treatment? Well, we got treatment on the job site because, again, it's a good job site. Were you treated on site? Yes. Where did you receive your first off-site treatment? We went to the emergency room, and we're just going to say St. John's Riverside in Yonkers, New York. Don't worry if you don't have the full address. Just get some basic information. Are you still being treated? The answer is yes, and we're going to be going to our doctor really good. And if you know his or her information, you fill it in. You can add another doctor, see here, if you know another doctor. And this is an important question. Have you ever had an injury to the same body part or similar illness? This is a trick question that the Workers' Compensation Board has put in there that could really screw you up if you don't answer correctly. So if you know that you hurt your arm even 10 years ago in a non-work related injury, you need to indicate yes. So if you indicate yes, some additional questions pop up, and if you indicate no. So if you have injured that body part in the past, be sure to say yes, because it could affect your right to get money and payments in the future. We'll hit the next page, which is prepared by, and this is that whole legal section where they say who prepared it. Now it says right here, if you have retained a legal representative, an attorney, at the time of filing this form, you have to notify the representative that they must complete an additional form that we would sign and send in. So all you need to do is if you don't have an attorney and you're doing this on your own, you click that you filled it out, you put your name, and then you hit submit. You will then get a confirmation, and that is how you begin to file a claim.